it's I don't know. I don't know if this is something that you could just do and be like, and let me preface this because I don't want nobody to feel no type of way. Let me use a disclaimer first and foremost. Like, I'm not judging nobody. I'm just sharing an idea that came to me as I speak to you in real time. It's not like I even prepared this because I don't want nobody to be like, damn, Red said this and Red said that. Nah, Red was literally on his way to New York to do Thanksgiving with his family like he been doing every single year. Don't let me sit here and act like I'm holier than thou and I'm some super conscious. Nah, nah. I'm saying go and do that with your family. Link up with your peoples if that's what you got to do because you only got one family. Don't allow this perception of you that might not even be real like that, you know, just a perception, you know. Don't let that shit get in the way of not seeing a relative who you may never see again because people is leaving this planet at an accelerated rate. Now, fuck that. Pull up on them. Don't even be preachy, reachy, and whatnot. But maybe tonight when you meditate, or you know, maybe you could go ahead and just do the knowledge and be like, yo, I don't really agree with this shit. You know what I mean? For the ancestors, for the Indians, I'm on my Indian shit all year and whatnot. I'm out here claiming, you know, the Indian shit, you know what I mean? Feathers over feathers and all of that. But then I go ahead and I'm sitting feasting at the most egregious act done to said people, right? So maybe you gotta forgive yourself and be like, yo, I'm gonna get I ain't gonna, I'm gonna plan on weaning myself off of this ritual, right? But they do say knowing is half the battle. So I guess if you know what this shit is really all about, then you're not willfully participating and be ignorant, right? So I would say to be there with your family. Don't opt out. You know what I mean? Even when I speak to my family, I ain't gonna be like, nah, I ain't doing this shit out of protest. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally the plans didn't work out. You know what I mean? Plans didn't work out. So that stopped me from going. But in my household, I mean, nigga, I ain't cooking up no fucking turkey. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not doing no shit in my and I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? I might go to motherfucking Cracker Barrel and go live on you niggas. You know what I'm saying? I might just take it there. I might go to Cracker Barrel and just go live. You know? You feel me? I might go to Cracker Barrel and I might just go live. You know what I mean? And just be like, here, take that, take that. You know what I'm saying? This is how we doing it. This is how we giving it up. You feel me? You know? Fuck around. But if you find yourself with your family, love on your family, um, cherish your family, you know, give your family more love than scrutiny. They deserve it. If you got family members that ask questions, then give them answers to them questions unabashedly, you know, give them love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is my real page. Give your people the love that they need, man. You know, we don't need to judge them. We don't need to judge them. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. Give me 1 second. But if you would have asked me and I were to take a calculated guess, I would say that there's a lot of trauma that gets released around these day and ages. There's a lot of dis-ease. Yeah. I be homeschooling and my son homeschools on the wall. There's a lot of trauma. And when we celebrate this genocide and when we celebrate this massacre and when we celebrate similar to what we're seeing going on in Gaza, to be honest with you, like think about it in so many ways. You see the mercilessness that's taking place on the Gaza Strip right now. Well, that's not something that's isolated. You dig? It's not an isolated incident, you know. That happened in America. Okay. It's on the Gaza Strip. That happened in America. You dig? Hold on. Fuck. Give me 1 second, y'all. Right. So what happened in America was a trail of tears. What happened in America was a civil war. You know, all of these things that you witnessed before, right? This involved them slaughtering and killing mercilessly, right? Women, men, children, elders, and they took their land. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what happened over here. You feel me? So everybody that's out there marching and whatnot, and they're like, oh, this, oh, that. Well, guess what? I hate to break it to you, but y'all are aliens, first and foremost. Not only are y'all the aliens, but y'all the baby killers. Y'all are the colonists. Y'all the baby killers. Y'all the colonists. You know what I mean? Nigga, that's you. You're no different than these people over there. Let's be clear. We can't make no distinctions and whatnot. So what you see going over there, and they like, yo, the USA is over there secretly and whatnot. No, they over there publicly. They are them. We trying to make a distinction like this is some standalone country. And nigga, the way that this shit is set up, they are them. That's them. They have dual citizenship. If you read the charts about who's in the White House, if you read the research about who's in Hollywood, if you read the research about who's at the top of the music industry, they all got dual citizenship and they all come from the same place where they are showing the world that, yeah, nigga, we the ones that was doing everything to them babies that y'all been hearing about on the dark web, the disappearance of children, of organ harvest, everything, the pillaging of Africa with the diamond mines, what you saw take place in South Africa with the apartheid, the pillaging of Africa for all of their resources. They have a hand in all of that. Child exploitation. I don't want to say that they have their hand in that. The porn industry, they have their hand in that. Weapons, right? Some of the biggest death dealers in the world. Come on, fam. So on Thanksgiving, if you willingly, you got to say a ritual before you do this shit. You got to kind of burn a candle. You got to speak to your ancestors and get clearance. Because if you sit down willingly and you know what it is, and you know that the same thing that you're witnessing in Gaza is turning your stomach, well, in 1600 and then all the way up into the Civil War, and then after that during the Trail of Tears, and then during Black Wall Street, because those are indigenous people, right? They were doing exactly the same thing that you see going on over there, right here in the land of milk and honey, right? This land of quote unquote, milk and honey, the wilderness of what? North America, right here. That's what they did right here. Let's not get it fucked up. And let's not start pointing fingers and you miss the big picture and you don't realize that you're living, nigga, you're on the Gaza Strip. Niggas talking about, this don't got nothing to do with me. Nigga, you're on the Gaza Strip. Are you fucking serious? You're living on the Gaza Strip. All 13 colonies was the Gaza Strip. Facts. All 13. It was the Gaza Strip. So how do people even have the corticacity to try to separate what it is that they're seeing? These people who putting a boot on the neck of another people and the world is witnessing that, them people got their same boot on your neck. What are you talking about? Are you fucking dumb? It's the same boot, nigga. It's the same boot. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you can't separate the two. It's the same boot, baby. It's the same boot. Coming from the same, it's attached to the same leg. So that's just people's way of saying they don't want to fight no more. You know what I'm talking about? That's just people's way of backing out the nice way. Niggas they don't got fight in them, bro. They don't want to bring it. When it's like all signals are showing you it's really time to bring it. Like, if not now, when? And I'm talking about bring it to whereas you are saying I'm divesting myself of this energy and I'm divesting myself of Romulus and Remus, which is the titty of Rome, right? I'm divesting myself of pledging allegiance to these people once and for all. And I'm going to attach myself, not to myself. I'm going to join something that's greater than me. I'm going to align myself with something that has purpose, right? I'm going to get with some shit that, is going to benefit my seeds. And that's basically becoming a part of a community that's communing. That is becoming a part of a network that's networking. That is to become a part of the solution rather than a part of the problem. Because I'm not here for no damn problems. I done heard all of the problems. Like I told people before, all of that shit was on the shoulders of Red Pill. This is the era of Rich Phil, my nigga. This is the era of Rich Phil. We don't talk about problems over here. We get to the motherfucking bag. We get to the solutions. You know what I mean? We actually we smiling at the fact that there is such a thing as a problem because that's just giving us more opportunity to shine our light. You know what I mean? Because we're solution-based. So ain't nobody we ain't worrying about none of that shit that people talking about. Yeah, check it out. Black Friday on the way. We bringing back soldier culture. Yeah, the Black Friday, or what we're going to call Red Friday, the Red Friday rollout is crazy. Yeah, the red rollout is going to be crazy. We rolling out a lot of stuff coming up on Friday and whatnot. Because, shit, y'all better find something to celebrate. I know you niggas don't do Christmas, but you better celebrate something, nigga. I'm celebrating something at the end of this motherfucking year. This shit put me through a lot. I'm celebrating something. I'm going to make my own shit up, if anything. I don't do Kwanzaa like that. I'm gonna come up with something and I'm gonna celebrate it. And I'm gonna reward it. I'm gonna gift the people around me who need to be rewarded and gifted. You dig what I'm saying? Niggas be creating coups in their house by doing that dumb shit, by being you're not orthodox conscious. You're not like the Jews in Williamsburg, nigga. Cut it out. You know what I'm talking about? You just woke and then you want to play the game during the holidays and whatnot, like you uber conscious. That's not you. You know what I'm talking about? Zen and Kushmas in Atlanta. Yeah, look at the merch, baby. Look at the merch, baby. Talk black to me, baby. Look at the merch. We not playing with you. You gotta look at the merch. Yeah, we not playing. We coming with that cloth. You know what I'm saying? Get your coins up, though. How about that? Get your coins up. Get your coins up, because we not playing with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look. Hold on. Yeah, make Gaza great again, nigga. Yeah, make Gaza great again. That part. So we not playing, man. I don't know. I mean, shout out to Rich Phil, man. Rich Phil been on a roll. Oh, y'all on Instagram. Y'all not getting to see what I'm showing the people on. I'm on Zoom. I got the background and whatnot. Ooh, y'all don't even get to see it. But you're gonna get to see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop it on the Instagram later on. I'm gonna get to show y'all a little bit of what we over here cooking up. But you know, Red Friday is gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying? Red Friday is gonna be lit. I'm gonna drop the link in the Instagram right now if y'all want to jump on my backup channel. I just put this backup channel together. Well, I've been sitting on this backup channel for a minute, and I had to activate it. You feel me? I had to. Lizzie Jeff in the fucking building, y'all. Give it up for Lizzie Jeff. Wait till y'all hear what we got with Lizzie Jeff coming up that we done cooked up, man. That's one thing that I could say without a reasonable doubt. This music that's coming, you know what I'm saying? Rich Phil presents Red Pillar, because Red Pillar, the artist, goes nowhere. And to be honest with you, Red Pill isn't going anywhere. He's just like powering. You know how Twitter turned into X? Yeah, that's how Red Pill turned into Rich Phil. You know what I'm talking about? That's just the upgrade. But this album that's coming, we got a few projects coming. This shit is gonna shake the industry up. I promise you. You know, it's gonna shake the industry up. Think Source Awards 1995, Andre 3000 and Big Boy on the stage talking about the South got something to say. Now, fast forward that to 2023, take AI or Photoshop and put Red Pill and Blue Pill in the place of Big Boy and Andre 3000. The pills got something to say. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? The pills got something to say. And we about to start a conversation and we're going to show the world at 48, my nigga. I got more shit to say right now than I had to say when I was mumble rapping at 20. What you talking about? My life is lit right now. I got more clarity. I got more insight. I'm wiser and intelligent. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put out a flute album too. Shout out to the God. But I'm about to rap all over them flutes, nigga. The pills got something to say. Yeah, coming soon. Maybe at Art Basel. Shout out to A.A. Rashid and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Rich Phil is in the fucking building, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Rich Phil is like Rich Paul. He's Rich Paul's brother. You know what I'm talking about? Rich Phil is Rich Paul's brother. And he's here to fucking get the bag and to do business. You know what I mean? Y'all had fun with Red Pill. I hope you did, because that nigga had the run of his life, but he's tucked away right now. You know what I'm talking about? There's no more Red Pill. Red Pillar, the artist, is around, but Red Pill is gone. You know what I mean? Rich Phil retired that nigga and told him to lay up. I got some checks coming your way. You're good. So Red Pill is gone. That nigga that on my birthday, that's when he left, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? He's out of here. Now we in the era of Rich Phil. I gave up weed, nigga. I'm only smoking Zaza now. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm only smoking Zaza from Gaza, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You want to do a feature? That's interesting. Yeah, between Holy Ghost 3 and what we gonna deliver, and you got the flute album and Drake is rapping. Hey, you niggas are gonna close this one out with a fucking bang, bro. You dig? You're gonna close this one out with a bang. Rich Phil has his own organic flower company. You know what I'm talking about? He has his own flowers, y'all. This is what Rich Phil has for you. You know what I'm talking about? He got that Delta. He got that fucking that Delta 88. He got the flower. He got that THC, and he got that Delta. What's up with Cambada? He's a father of two. Shout out to Cambada, a new father. He's doing legendary shit. He has the fucking. He's about to get a Grammy. That's what's up with Cambada. I heard the shit that he's coming out with. This man is about to get a Grammy. Facts. I'm standing on that. Watch. And the Grammys don't mean anything to us. This is God Hop. We got to create our own Grammys. You know, maybe he's going to get a Zen and Kush Award. How about that? How about that? Do I ship? Do birds fly? You know what I mean? Do I ship? Yeah, my friend, I ship. You know? For the Instagram, if I was able to share the screen with y'all, I would show y'all all of this new drip, but you're going to see it in a minute and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I charge for features though, fam. I do that. Richfield don't do no freestyles, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Richfield don't do no freestyles, and he don't do no free verses, and that's not how we move. You know what I'm talking about? We're like fucking we're legends, bro. Yeah. We you know, we don't do that. So if you want to do business, let's talk about it. You know, shout out to Free Soul. Free Soul got a lot of motion. I told Free Soul kick the door down and we coming through. You know what I mean? Free Soul is prepared to be in the motherfucking forefront doing what he's doing. Lizzie Jeff is kicking down the fucking door. She is prepared. She has practiced. She gave her 10,000 hours and whatnot. She's been in the motherfucking gym. That the doors will open up to those who are ready and those who are trained. You know what I mean? So we all got to get in the gym. Rich Phil is going to be in the gym. Rich Phil is actually going to go through a body transformation, 30 days and then a 60 days. I'm going to get on a health regimen and I'm going to transform like scorpions do. And I'm gonna make it public. Y'all gonna go on a journey with Rich Phil and whatnot as he turns his temple into a shrine. You dig? Into a shrine. So that'll be fun. You know, that'll be fun. I got new products and whatnot, a whole new product line. We got some biotech. You know what I mean? I got the Fitbit for your wrist. So you could get all of the data. This ain't no fucking game. This is biotech that we talking about. We're not playing no games, bro. Biotech. Because you could talk about this. You could talk about that. You could say God body this and you could say God body that. I need the data because you're going to get washed up if you go into the West Coast or if you go overseas or anywhere and you be talking that shit. They want to see the data, bro. You got to show and prove. All of that talk, that's from shit that I heard in the red pill era. This shit right here, results only. I need the data. So I got a Fitbit that allows me, when I wake up, it tells me how many times I woke up in my sleep. It tells me when I had REM dreams and whatnot. It's telling me when I was in theta mode, bro. This is something that's on my wrist. It's non-intrusive. I didn't put no needle in my body. I didn't have to break my skin with a needle, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not surrounded by Bluetooths and everything. So yeah, I'm really tapping in. And it's important that people in my age demographics and whatnot, because I ain't no spring chicken. but it's important that we show the youth and we show people who are our age and those older than us that you could reverse the aging process, or you could actually freeze it and whatnot, and you can maintain health and wellness, but you can maintain just wellness. We don't got to say health no more, because the ultimate wealth is your health. The ultimate wealth is your health. If you at your top optimum health, my nigga, you the wealthiest nigga in the room. Ask somebody who's a billionaire who didn't poop for 5 days how healthy and how wealthy they feel. Ask somebody, right, who, you know, can't get their wood, right? They can't stand up and whatnot. When they wake up, they don't have no morning wood and whatnot. Ask that nigga how wealthy he feels. You know what I'm talking about? Real men understand what I'm talking about. This live actually is sponsored by Bedroom Bully Honey, right? This is actual honey that has sea moss. It has motherfucking bladderwrack in it. It has burdock. It has damiana. It has maca. It has yohimbe. And drum roll, please. Everybody's favorite. That Tongat Ali, nigga. Huh? That Tongat Ali. Yeah, hit me up on my DMs if y'all ready for that. We got wholesale on this. Like I want Richfield want his people to live. You know what I'm talking about? Richfield, we want niggas to get their wood up. You know what I mean? We want you to be wealthy. We want you to be wealthy. We want you to be happy. When your dick don't get hard, bro, that's the beginning of anger issues. That's the beginning of a callous heart. That's the beginning of depression. Nigga. When that song come on, make me wet, make me water, and you can't get juiced up, nigga. You can't get that water. Yeah, that's the beginning of the end. You feel me? Y'all just holler at me. Let me put my contacts in the motherfucking chat so we could get in touch with one another. I have the website up on Red Friday. Right now, y'all just gonna have to email the God and whatnot. And we deliver all the way up into the motherfucking the secret bases in Alaska. You dig? The secret bases in Alaska. But yeah, that prune juice is for real. We got to do the prune juice along with what it is, because we're backed up, guys and gals. You know what I mean? And I'm not getting on here on some, you know, I'm gonna let KT the Arch Degree and other, you know, health gurus and the scientists. They got this shit. They bring the research and they bring the data. But health is a personal thing that every single person has to experience. You can't just tap out of that shit. Nah, I don't do health, fam. What about that shit with the aliens, though, fam? I'm into that. I'm into that. Yeah, you niggas, I'm into wealth. Richfield is into wealth. You had your days with Red Pill, nigga. Like I told you, if you want to catch up with Red Pill, go and watch the old videos. You know what I mean? If you can find them. Other than that, Richfield is talking about wealth. And that's health. That includes your wellness. That includes your foggy mind. That includes helping you get out of fatigue. That includes helping you to lose some damn weight. That includes helping you put some mass and some muscle on. That includes helping you go to the bathroom and sleep good at night. That helps include for you to have a creative process so you could think clearly and you can heal yourself from the poisons of all of this blue light. You know what I mean? Like wealth and wellness. That's what I'm on. I'm on wealth and wellness. You know what I mean? We actually had a Zoom call on Sunday, and I had about 40 people show up. And I got on the phone with about 30 of them. And every single phone call was beautiful. You know what I mean? One of the good things that I like to do is I like to talk to the people that I'm talking to. I like to hear your voice. I like to learn who you are and whatnot. You dig what I'm saying? I like to get familiar. You know, everybody has some shit that they have to offer. And I've said it before, I find it egregious that we offer so much to the world, but we talk to like 5 people a day. You know what I mean? We don't get to have access to nobody. We be having requests for services and needs and shit like that, and resources, and we getting gypped out of the whole deal because my network is my net worth. My network is my net worth. So if I'm not tapping into my network, then I'm not worth nothing, or I'm not worth as much as I can be when I'm tapping into my network, and not through a one-way. It's a one-way communication. You see me, you hear me, but I don't see you, and I don't hear you, and I don't know you, and you worth something. You dig what I'm saying? And you have value, and you can add on. And this is a global movement that's been going on forever. You know what I mean? And you're a part of it. So I'm like, nah, we gotta create technology. We gotta upgrade the technology. We gotta speed up the technology to create an environment to where this shit becomes a two-way thing. And that's going to come in a few months with VR. VR is going to, you're going to be, and when virtual reality really takes off, like when I mean, they got the meta shit right now with the Ray-Bans, but when the Apple shit hit, I'll be in a room like this, and the same way that you could see me, I could see you. I could walk up to you and shake your hand. That's coming very soon. You know what I mean? Prepare for that. Do I deliver to Japan? Yes. As long as they have planes that land in Japan, we deliver. We deliver by plane, train, and automobile. You dig? Matter of fact, give me a minute while I'm talking. I'm going to give y'all a word that you could drop in the chat that'll give you a link so you could sign up to this mailing list and get a lot of this information, because I got a lot of shit going on. I promise you. Rich Phil, once he opened up the agency, it's just started going crazy. You know what I mean? That just shows you that the universe is conspiring, right? And there's a lot of opportunities that are presenting themselves. So I need to get people's information because, like I said, people show up for different reasons, but I'm stating what it is that I'm doing. I'm publicly putting it out there. Look, if you're looking for something and you're not finding that, this is why. You know what I mean? Because that shit right there, we doing this right now. So for the people who that's what it piques their interest and that's what they want to talk about, then we need to just direct the traffic directly to you. Because what I never want to do moving forward is because Instagram is a soapbox. Instagram is a soapbox, and it's almost like I'm in Harlem with a bullhorn standing up on a fucking milk crate and just shouting into the audience, right? And seeing if somebody stops and comes and sees me and stuff like that. I don't never want to do no dumb shit like that. I don't want to scream into the audience. I want to talk to people directly, you know what I mean, in a room where they showed up to hear what needs to be said. I'm a grown-ass man. That's some shit that children do. You know what I'm talking about? That's not something that I'm into doing right now. I'm not into getting on the internet and just telling all of my business to the world and whatnot. Like, I'm trying to get some people to fucking listen to me. That's low level clout chasing almost. That you know, that shit is beneath me, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I ain't into that. Y'all could have that. Like, that's admirable and everything. It's cute. You know what I'm talking about? All of that yelling on the internet. It's cute. You dig? But that's not what I'm on. I ain't into no stupid shit like that. Y'all can have that. My gift to you, nigga. Run with it. You know what I'm talking about? Run with it. Knock yourself out. But that's not what we on. You know what I mean? We are definitely on something completely different. You know? Respectfully. We are on completely different time. So I want to talk to people and meet them right where they at. You know what I mean? I want to know your pain points. I want to know your gifts. I want to know your talents. I want to know what projects are you working on. I want to know what you need investment in, shit like that. Like I want to know the real things, not that other shit. There's so many people. This is crowded spaces. There's so many people out there that could offer you conspiracy theory, how to breathe, and we could help you with that too. There's nothing wrong with none of that. But I'm talking to my stream chasers now. I'm talking to my stream chasers. And the best way to get with this whole thing right now is just to be a Patreon. Sign up to the Patreon for free. This ain't no sales pitch. I don't need your money. You know what I mean? This is to get people actually to build a community via the time that we have together online, which is limited. You feel me? Which is limited. I'm not here forever, right? And neither are you. And nobody should be on the internet thinking that they're going to be here forever and whatnot, because none of that shit is promised to you. So while we here and people are in their humble abodes and whatnot, I'm letting y'all know that I am building up a community off of Instagram, off of YouTube, and off of these other platforms, because none of this shit is promised. I'm going in on these niggas so much that they could take this shit any day, right? You could type Rich Phil in the chat room right now, all capital, all caps, and you'll get the link in your DM to sign up to the Patreon. The reason why the Patreon is good, because when I send an email blast, when I send links out, when I post up anything, when I put flyers out, when I'm doing something, when we having Zoom calls, all of that is in that centralized location. I don't got to look all over the place. We're all underneath one roof. I'm a busy man. I'm a consistent man. I got thousands of pieces of content. I'm digitally aligned with about 4 different platforms. So I'm constantly putting things out. All of that goes to my Patreon. Or you could be in the building for free. It's like being in a club where the club is free all night. You good. But then we got, of course, paid membership. You go into VIP, the boom boom room or the champagne room, or you go upstairs and whatnot. That's the highest. That's VIP. You got to go behind the velvet rope, nigga. You got to pay for that. That's called a paywall. You dig? That's called a paywall. And fair exchange, no robbery. I'm giving y'all content on top of content. Master teachers. We got master courses consistently. We don't miss a week. We don't miss a month, right? My consistency is unmatched. I do this shit in my sleep. Okay? Right? For the ones on the YouTube and whatnot, yeah, I just hit the email right there and I'll send you all of the information. The email is right there. I'm gonna pin it. And that's the contacts that you can use. And just get at me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because we got opportunities and opportunities and opportunities. They got my voice chopped and screwed. Yeah, you know how they be doing the gold. They fucking with the vocals and whatnot. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Like I said, we got music dropping, we got clothes dropping, we got lectures dropping, we got merch dropping, we got upcoming dates for when we popping out dropping. So yeah, sign up, be a part of this network. When I come on live, this is like a commercial just to let you know what's going on, because it's a lot going on when the cameras are off. It's a lot going on when everybody is sleeping. It's a lot going on when we're doing everything in our life that we got to do. I just want y'all to know that we are really out here putting in high levels of work. And this work is not going to benefit anybody who's not ready for it. This shit is light years ahead of what the knuckle draggers is on right now. They'll get it later. This is for y'all. You know what I'm talking about? This is for y'all. This is opportunity. I know the pain points. I know what people are going through. People need income streams. People need opportunities. People need they need opportunities that they can even share with their families. I got opportunities that you could share at the dinner table at Thanksgiving. That's not all, it's not where a motherfucker got to give up their whole lifestyle to be a part of what it is that you're doing. Huh? It's not that. This is about social entrepreneurship, being able to help people out in life, right? And, you know, like I got this right here. I got this company right here. This is called Crave, right? This is a spray for weight management. It's a spray that you spray under your tongue, right? This is not a drug. You know what I'm talking about? This ain't no drugs and whatnot. The key ingredients is vitamin B12, vitamin B3. You know what I'm talking about? So it's shit like that. You know, you could talk to granny about that. You could talk to auntie about that. You could talk to your people who ain't gonna never take no herbs about shit like that. Oh yeah, y'all couldn't see it because of my green screen on Zoom. But, you know, tap in. I'll give you all of the information. I'll invite you to the Zoom. I'll invite you. Okay, you need a captioning button for the hearing impaired. I got you. No problem. I will activate that. Yeah, so we got opportunities, y'all. Richfield got some opportunities for stream chasers, people that want to open up multiple streams, people that want to do some social good, people that are good communicators. I got a program where we could give out free tablets to anybody on public assistance, right? You could set up in your city right now, you could get paid $20 every time you have somebody sign up for a free tablet. Non-intrusive, right? Free tablet for anybody on public assistance. I don't care if you on SNAP. I don't care if you on WIC. I don't care if you on welfare, Section 8, but a veterans pension and whatnot. A tablet. You know how many people need tablets? You dig what I'm saying? So for the people that are out there that's not getting no money, you need a few dollars. You don't have, you're wasting your time and whatnot. You could get, yeah, you could get with some solutions. You know what I'm talking about? Some solutions. There's options. There's options. So if you know about the options, then you know with options, at least you have to say, you know what? I could choose this. I could choose that. I could choose that, rather than having zero and you just on the fucking internet searching all day for something to do, wasting your time. And not accomplishing a lot of things. So once again, that's what it is, you know? So we're going to tap in and we're going to make this shit do what it do. You know, Melanin Mondays in real life. We're going to be doing a live Melanin Monday broadcast in Atlanta this Monday, 236 Forsyth Street, right? I'm thinking about doing this episode and having a panel of Black men and women up there so we could address some of the issues that are going on in our community around the gender wars. I think the time for that is upon us, you know, or I might do a panel right after Thanksgiving on Monday where we basically, matter of fact, that's what we're going to be doing, Cyber Monday at on Melanin Monday. We're doing Cyber Monday, and then the next Monday we're doing a panel where we'll be basically be doing a conversation between married couples. Yes, I do, God 333, in case you wanna move in or something. We're doing a panel so we could basically get everything put out there, man, because I don't want to go into 2024 and all of this online, unhealthy, toxic, cesspool arguing is taking place between the genders and there's no balanced conversations. I understand that people could have arguments. People they get your shit off. Get your shit off. Hurt people, hurt people. People been getting done wrong a very motherfucking long time in this culture that was run by pedos, right? That was run by pervs and people that had some very weird fucking kinks, right? When the architect of the culture that we all signed up to is on some weird shit, then it's to no surprise why the genders might be at war and women are mad at men, because behind the scenes, men are not being fucking men, right? Men are living like vampires. Men are fucking biting one another and turning them into some fucking type of demons and whatnot. It's the men that are out here vampire and shit in this music industry by way of Bad Boy, through Uptown, through Clive and all of that, then by way of Def Jam under the leadership of Liar, right? That shit has gone into a motherfucking place where it's looking almost similar to the synagogue of Satan, y'all. So now the men went astray. The men sign up to some ill-ass cult and whatnot. There's almost an extension of the fraternities. It's some real deep level boule, grab your ankles type shit. It has infiltrated the culture. One of the shining princes of our culture, who was the Messiah, who was trying to fucking stand up, he got bodied. He got clipped by the niggas who brought in the Roman agenda, who brought in this Greco-Roman lifestyle. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. This Versace lifestyle, this Versace lifestyle, this fucking D&G mindset, this winning Rome mindset. This was brought in by Sean Puffy Combs, single-handedly the architect who in this year, you got to see it. Nobody was behind this. Nigga, this is all spiritual. You know when they say that the emperor has no clothes, what the fuck do you think you're looking at? What do you think you're looking at? This is a spiritual spanking. This is a revelation. This is a stripping. You know what I'm talking about? Don't give the Illuminati or nobody else that credit, nigga. This is Kim Porter. This is Black Rob. They got together, nigga. They're cooking this nigga. So the first pillar that fell in his, and remember, you got to know who he is. We getting into another, this is red pill talking now. Fuck that. Listen, niggas. This is red pill talking, nigga. Rich pill don't talk like this. This is, you got to know who he is in the scheme of things. When I say architect, I really mean that. You're in a matrix right now, right? It's called a shiny suit theory. You're in a matrix. It was created through music and entertainment. And a bunch of billionaires, these are warlocks who run the music industry and everybody outside of that. These niggas are cooking them. So the first pillar that fell, nigga got exposed for the spirits, right? Ironically enough, the spirits went bad, right? That's the Deleon shit, right? When the parent company, go and do your research, the parent company, Diego, right? The Diego, they own Casamigos and a few other brands. They're the big homies. They're the fucking plug, right? The president just died while he was beefing. Sean P. Diddy, Brother Love, was beefing with them. Hold on. Nah. Where's my towel? I got Love record towels, nigga. Brother Love was beefing with them, right? Then the president died. So he's on the other side, right? So they exposed this nigga that, first of all, it wasn't a black brand. Second of all, he didn't own a brand. Third of all, this nigga went into partnership with them and only gave $1,000. Nigga, I could have had a brand if that was the case. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, where the fuck is my brand? You know what I'm talking about? If that's the startup capital, nigga, give me a brand. I sell these niggas some Bobby Hemmett liquor, some Bobby Hemmett corn liquor, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'll sell these niggas the spirits. You know what I mean? And put all of their dead homies on the bottle. This would be called the spirits. But anyway, yeah, that was the first pillar that fell. Then the second pillar to fail is when a nigga was like, yo, I'm giving back niggas they masters and whatnot. And that was a crock of shit. And people was like, oh, I'm smelling blood in the water. This is not like him. What's going on? You know, when you try to do something good and it backfires because it shows that something is about to happen, because there was a lot of rumors in the spirit realm that was leaking over into the material realm that Kim Porter shit was not what you niggas thought it was. And then Albie Shaw was in intensive care. And then another few other people. So niggas was like, oh, the Scorpion King, the fucking Scorpion King is cooking. You know what I mean? Y'all don't know who you dealing with. The nigga tried to tell you, the bodyguard, all on Vlad and all of that. Gene Deal. Yo, you thought he was capping. Choke No Joke was giving you niggas hints. And a few other, if it quack like a duck, then what is it? But anyway, then people started rumoring, no, then his son gets locked up, right? That came before, that was one of the first pillars, because when his son, right, Justin, gets locked up for drunk driving. And this is from a man who made billions selling liquor. So then he was like, yo, then the mother popped out, right? Misa, she's the character, she's the quote unquote, one of the main characters in the actual story about the whole fucking fallout, because it was her that was in between him and Suge. It was Misa Holton, right? She knows where the bodies are buried. She knows where the bodies are buried. She was the day one. She was right there. She was there when the motherfucking City College shit went down. Well, 9 people got killed in the stampede. The motherfucker said was the ritual. That was the way in. That was the first offering. Right? The City College stampede. Y'all might be too young to remember it. It was in 1991 at City College. City College is where Dr. Ben, Dr. fucking Clark, Ivan Van Sertima, all of them started out the conscious movement from City College. City College. And then they had a stampede. They caught 9 bodies. When you shed blood and you release souls and spirits like that, you take something that was sacred, a spot that was sacred and holy, where people were waking up and being taught and whatnot and learning from, and you turn that shit into a fucking graveyard. Right? So that's what happened in City College. How you get a fucking stampede where 9 people die? He's the promoter. He overbooks it, right? There's a stampede, 9 people dies, and he miraculously starts popping off after that. He goes from a promoter to a producer. And then he's behind Jodeci. He's behind the whole fucking movement where they take R&B and they water that shit down with hip hop. Right? And he gets on Uptown Records, like the Jaguar Wright video showed, everybody from Uptown is gone. Right? Not saying he had nothing to do with it, but dark Scorpio energy, everything dies around them. Dark Scorpio energy it leaves trails of bodies. Think Hillary Clinton. Think Bill Gates. Think King Charles, nigga. It's levels to this shit. Dark Scorpio energy. Yeah, Mary J. Jodeci. Right? He's responsible. And then Teddy Riley and them has the New Jack Swing and whatnot. And then he gives you Craig Mack. And then he introduces you in 92 or 91 through the soundtrack with Ed Lover and quote unquote Dr. Dre, not from the West Coast, Yo MTV Raps, Dr. Dre. And the movie was called, what was it? You the Man or something? What was that movie called? And he had a genius marketing campaign called Big Mac. And Big Mac was like a Big Mac thing with a mixtape inside of it that had Biggie and fucking Craig Mack on it, Flavor in Your Ears with Flavor in Your Ears remix. After that shit, he was giving that out at the Ruckers and at Grant's Tomb and other places, Who's the Man was the movie called Who's the Man? Party and Bullshit is the first time we hear Biggie Smalls outside of the remix that he has with fucking Heavy D and whatnot. And he bodies that shit. And that's the beginning of Biggie in the fucking sign label with the Bad Boy movement. After the Big Mac marketing campaign, Biggie is on and popping. He's on Clue tapes. He's doing remixes. It's the fucking rise of Bad Boy, and it never turned back, and it changed hip hop forever. Forever and ever and ever. And I won't sit here and try to shit on, yeah, Heavy D is going to. Yeah, Heavy D going to. Trouble T. Roy going. You know what I mean? I won't sit back and shit on hip hop through the Puffy or the Tunnel era. Like, that shit was bad for us and that shit hurt us. It really didn't. It got us on some get money shit. It got us on some ashy to classy shit. It got us on some old thinking about millions rather than thousands. It got niggas in them penthouses. It got us with Rolexes and diamonds and all of that on. I'm not going to shit on that. Nah, I'm not going to shit on that. It grew us up. It got us from, we was on Polo and Hilfiger. It made us it put us in grown men fashion, nigga. It had us playing big stakes, nigga. We was on yachts and we wanted to live the same way that we seen Jay-Z and them on a yacht living. That shit was aspirational rap, and niggas got to that shit. Facts. We got to it. We got to it. So for all of that, I ain't shitting on nobody because he followed the trajectory that we was following in Flatbush without a fucking without a P Diddy, nigga. We was getting clean and we was getting to the bread and we was taking money all the way back then. So that shit spoke to us. And when he got Biggie, he just basically got one of the best orators about Brooklyn nightlife and Brooklyn street life that you could have found at the moment. And then the next one was Jay. These niggas raised us, bro. These are fucking, they developed a whole 3 generations, hands down, with lyrics, bro. Straight like that. And marketing budgets, billions of dollars in marketing and promotion and videos, of course, all of that. But it starts with the lyrics, nigga. It terraformed New York City forever. And we're not going to take away from what Nas and Wu-Tang and all of them, but we're talking about this nigga is the architect. He built a culture, a lifestyle culture, and he transported it around the world. So whenever I don't care where you from, you out there popping bottles, you out there rocking designer, you out there having these freak-off parties, these orgies and whatnot, you doing all-white parties, nigga. You popping Cristal, nigga. You doing the Ace of Spades. You doing bottle service. You standing on couches. You throwing money in what? All of that is coming from P. Diddy. That's all the P. Diddy era. That's all the shiny suit theory, tunnel era, bad boy era. That's all him. You know what I'm talking about? Not to say that nobody was doing it before that. No, it's not that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the business plan, the marketing plan, the money they got behind them, the billions of billionaires that were behind the strategic alignment of the stars, right? That was the plan. That, you know, when you say shit is agenda based, well, there was an agenda, and that agenda dealt with bending genders, right? That agenda helped with bending the gender, and the trade-off were these trinkets. The trade-off was this materialism. The trade-off was the keeping up with the Combs, keeping up with the Jones, keeping up with the Carters. You understand? That's the trade-off. That's how they sell it to people. Prior to that, when the rappers was like, when Tupac and them was first coming up, they wasn't chasing millions of dollars. That's why they was like, yo, Pac didn't have money like that. Big didn't have money like that. Those $1 million contracts, that comes after P. Diddy. That comes after Cash Money. That comes after the rise of Death Row. You feel me? That's when artists started getting to real money and whatnot. Prior to that, they wanted to have fun. They was cool with them few dollars that they was getting. You know what I mean? Tour money, you know, a few endorsements and whatnot, some sponsorships. Niggas was content. And they came and they raised the ceiling and whatnot. But keep in mind, Biggie died broke, dead ass. He didn't have no fucking he ain't have no he wasn't living like he was rapping. He wasn't Big Willieing it up. He wasn't like he was sitting on 100 M's or not even 1 M like that. You feel me? Shout out to brother Oba in the building. So Biggie wasn't no fucking Willie. He wasn't no billionaire. He wasn't no millionaire. He died without. Pac died without. So all of this shit where you see people with all of these contracts and they talk about how much money that they was getting all the way back in 1997. That was not the case. That was not the case. No, what happened at the border? I didn't see the news. That wasn't the case. And I'm not making that up. I'm not nigga, the fucking Wu-Tang wasn't getting no money. And it was 9 of them, and they was global. I'm not making it up. Jay-Z said he didn't start touching real paper until later on in the early 2000s, right? But I bet you Liar Cohen was touching paper. Hustle Simmons was touching paper. The management was eating. So this architect has been exposed in this year. The veils have been lifted up. The Wizard of Oz has been exposed. His public persona as a Scorpio. One of the things the Scorpios do not like is when a face card ain't good. So every other week we get a new revelation about the different layers that are being exposed in Sean Combs' life. This is taking place from another, this is not man's work. This is not man's work. That Cassie lawsuit, my nigga, if you read that shit, bro, you don't even got to read it. You got fucking DJ Academics and them reading that shit page for page, bro. That shit was crazy. That shit, yeah, he was on his Dark Kermit for real. This is what Spirit told me for the women in the industry that are trying to get on. This is what they'll do to you, right? And this is what the lawsuit showed me. You could be a strong woman, ha! You could be a boss bitch and all of that. You could be all of these things. But when they got footage of 8 niggas going balls deep on you, there's nothing that you can do to change that. Like, that's how they trapping all of these shorties. You know what happened to the City Girls. You know what happened to Doja Cat. You know what happened to Nicki, and you know what they doing to them. You could talk that strong shit all day. But them niggas is bringing them in them industry rooms and they rat packing these women, bro. They breaking them. And they broke that young girl. She got fucking she got traumatized on some crazy shit, bro. When you read the lawsuit, when you read that paperwork, that shit got fucking solved in 48 hours, my nigga. You know what I mean? And I wonder why. But once that cat is out the bag, it's on and popping now. Oh, they like, oh, this nigga pay like, this nigga paying like Zelle and Cash App immediately. So there's more lawsuits coming because she wasn't the only one. They smell blood in the water. They gonna Bill Cosby, my guy. So when you see some of the pervasiveness that's behind the culture, and then you see where the culture is at right now in the terms of how it has pervaded into the frequencies of regular people's everyday life, to whereas, you know, they're on some 50 Shades of Gray. They're willingly going into the dungeon. You know, they're losing their ways in terms of, you know, protecting themselves, you know, spiritually and protecting their auric field. Because if you think that you're going to allow demons to power drive you, if you're going to allow any man to enter into what is known as your sacred space, and you're just going to walk away normal and whatnot, with all of the demons walking the planet right now, I got something else to tell you. As a matter of fact, to just show you how far this shit is going, one of his right-hand mans, Harv Pierre, they just dropped a lawsuit on Harv Pierre, okay? They just dropped a lawsuit on his right-hand man, and they was like, yeah, he did the same thing to me. So you about to see some shit. This is the age of revelation. In order for hip-hop to even move into the next 50, shit like this has to happen. Shit like this has to happen. It's all by time the calendar's over, the whole fucking dominoes is gonna fall. It started in Bronx River. It started in Bronx River, y'all. Unfortunately, this whole shit been ran from day one by vampires. Think about, let that shit marinate, right? You niggas better take your culture back. You know what I'm talking about? You niggas better take your culture back. The motherboard is compromised. The motherboard is compromised. The program, the code, it got malware in it. Nigga. The pioneers is on Brokeback Mountain. You know what I'm talking about? The pioneers is on Brokeback Mountain. Like, no. Something got to give, bro. So we got to channel a panel. Fuck that. We got to channel a panel. We need to bring some people together to speak some fucking truth to what's going on in this culture, bro. It ain't going away. Yeah, Gene Deal been dropping heavy. Shout out to him. You know, for anybody that's out there, they take notes. Take notes. They've been dropping receipts for years upon years. It's almost like when you're in a war campaign and you got to send them warplanes out every day and whatnot. Eventually, that shit is gonna break through. It's gonna break through. But yeah, something, you know, I mean, it just there's a conversation that needs to be had. There's a well-needed conversation that needs to be had, like, very soon, about what the fuck is going on and what could be done moving forward. Because moving forward, like, shit, you don't gotta be a part of none of this shit, nigga. If you running into a fucking record label trying to sign a deal right now, you might as well put on the goofy pajamas. You know what I'm talking about? They got at Walmart. Nigga, it's so much free money out there. I know niggas generating millions off of stable. I said the labels is losing. It's niggas out here generating millions off of stable diffusion. While you pocket watching, your stable was choosing. Come on, Rich Phil is killing niggas. You know what I'm talking about? You've been meditating the Andre 3000 album? Me too. Me too. That album is medicine. I've been taking my honey packs. Smoking on that motherfucking Delta. And yeah, I've been listening to that goddamn masterpiece. You know, when he dropped the double album, it was a masterpiece. Speaker box. I was in Atlanta for that. That was a moment. And now, yes, Tupac been exposed Diddy and Jay-Z before he passed. Yeah. He did. That's one thing that we could say, that he definitely warned niggas and tried to bring the alarm about something that he obviously heard or saw or knew about. Because remember, he was leaning on Big like, yo, why you with this nigga? Why you choosing this nigga over me? Son is flawed, right? But I guess in that situation, there had to be some type of, you know, when niggas make you make commitments and whatnot, you got to pledge allegiance. So he pledged allegiance and he had to die on that hill, right? But I feel good knowing moving into the next 50 years of hip hop that fucking spell is broken. It feels good moving into the next 50 that spell is broken and it got broke in front of the world to see. It didn't have to come through a documentary. You don't got to take nobody's word for it. Nigga, the universe worked that shit out. You know what I mean? The universe showed you that the emperor has no clothes. Now, if you continue to go, and like I say, so when you being assaulted by those fucking songs on the radio, when you're being assaulted by young women and whatnot selling coochie cat, you know what I'm talking about? When you're being assaulted by young men nodding in the streets on the opiate lean and whatnot, when you being assaulted by little niggas running around with Pooh Shiesty mask on, with blickies and whatnot, robbing shit, just know that some of the proprietors and the architects and where that shit started from, that bitch has fell. You know what I mean? It burned with Babylon. Just know that. Just know that some of the proprietors of that lifestyle and that culture, you know what I mean? They are seeing their fucking karma, right? In front of the world. And it should be your duty now to get behind the people that's pushing the motherfucking high frequency, God body, disruptive sound, such as Red and Blue Pill, Kambada, Black Magic, A.A. Rashid, Cyrock, Free Soul, Source Guard. Like, it's a lot of us. Spiritual Tony, you know, name the names so people could get on their goddamn playlist and check these people out. Because if there's millions of us, then millions of streams should be registered on a monthly basis. Men lie, women lie, the numbers don't. So once again, it all boils down to the people. The power is in the people. Absol, right? The power is always in the people. It never went away from y'all. Nobody could victimize you. Nobody could beat you if you in this bitch to win. So if you woke up today wanting to win this motherfucking war or wanting to win this battle and whatnot, or want to put a W on the board, then you could do that. You just got to get with the winning team. Because there's a lot of niggas out here that's playing like the motherfucking the Nets and the Knicks. Weak in the knees ass niggas. And y'all signing up for these teams and whatnot, and y'all outside looking real corny too. Y'all taking a lot of L's. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all taking a lot of L's. Yeah, LZ. Shout out to LZ. Chicago Crypto got bars too. Shout out to Chicago Crypto Block Bully. Slice, he got bars. KT, the arts degree, he got bars. We got a lot of musicians in our network and whatnot. You know, it should be more success in this motherfucker. But moving into 2024, the Facts 24, and a few other things with the stream chasers, I'm going to make sure whoever my clients are, that I represent as Richfield, they're going to get their just due. They're going to get their bag. They're going to get their sponsorship. They're going to get their endorsements, and they're going to get the right contracts. Yeah, of course, Kambada. I said that already. You dig? It's a few others that I may be forgetting because I'm in the moment and whatnot. But, you know, Cyrock, I'm talking God Hop. I'm not talking hip hop. We're not part of the hip hop 50. This is God Hop, different frequency, something different. You know, something different. When can I get new music? Become part of the Patreon. You're going to get the music before anybody. You're going to get the music before anybody. Patreons are going to get the music before anybody. You know, but know that we sitting on a lot of new music. Like, I got projects, not just one. I got projects. We working, bro. I don't know how we do it, but we working. You know? So put Red Pill. Yeah, let me see. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Yeah, put Rich Phil. I'm sorry. Put Rich Phil in the chat, either in capitals, in caps, or you could put it in, capital R, capital P, and you'll get a link. That's for my Instagram people. For my YouTubers, just hit that email right there and put Rich Phil in the caption, and I will send you all of the links. You know what I mean? Rich Phil. And you'll get the links so you could sign up and you could get into the Patreon and you could become part of the membership. Membership, because membership has its privileges. Membership has its privileges. You know what I mean? When I'm on Instagram, it's almost like picture a nigga that had warrants that's outside. And he come on the block to fuck with y'all and whatnot. I'm gonna smoke a blunt with y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all. We gonna shoot it up. But nigga, I got W's. Them boys is outside. That's what me on Instagram is right now. It's like a nigga with a W on a crack block. That's what this shit is. So I gotta be careful in these streets. I'm being watched. I'm being censored. I'm being shadow banned. Them niggas are saying, no, not him. You don't want to listen to him. Who? Red? Nah. You know what I mean? They fucking with Rich Phil. They was fucking with Red Pill, but yeah, Rich Phil got something for their ass. But yeah, that's how they treating me right now. Like I'm in what was that in Wyatt? What was that? Amsterdam? I'm in Amsterdam with a fucking active warrant. And I'm over there chilling with my niggas Omar and the other niggas. Pause. I only say Omar because I forgot the other. Marlo, my nigga Marlo. Shout out to Rollo too. Rollo got the Akis ready to hurt something in these streets. Y'all better don't fuck with Rollo. Rollo just came home. Leave Rollo alone. I'm telling you. Them Akis is on edge because of Gaza. The niggas will eat your food, bro. You see what they said, $1 million worth of knowledge dropped daily on a $5 tier minimum. I'm giving niggas $1 million worth of game daily. A daily. For all of my creatives in Atlanta, I got good news. For all of my gig workers, my creatives, and my makers, I got great fucking news for y'all. For all of my AI enthusiasts who know how to code and know how to prompt and whatnot, my prompt engineers and my AI engineers, I got good news for you. I'm securing a space for us, a workspace. The ink is almost dry, right? Richfield will let you know as early as Melanin Monday what that's looking like, okay? I'm going to secure a workspace in Atlanta, not in the city. It'll be, probably in Norcross or Alpharetta, but we making some moves because one thing that I realized needs to happen is that people need to be inside of one room together working. Like all of these intellects that we do good online communicating, but nothing in the world beats. Fuck that remote working shit for a minute. Nothing in the world beats, being in a room together and being able to brainstorm and being able to do what like the workspaces were able to do. I don't know what happened to WeWorks, but I know that we work. I don't know what happened to WeWorks, but I know that the plan that we have and what we put together, we work. The shit that we doing, we work. Like we're gonna be working. So for all of the people out there that want to work, you will not be able to come to this workspace if you're not a worker. And you got to have a resume, and you have to be vetted, and you have to be approved, right? And you have to be ready to work. But you will be putting in, you will be introduced to multiple income streams, and you will have opportunities that you might not have just sitting in your living room or just sitting in the crib and whatnot, not doing anything. So, that's the plan that we have for my AT aliens. And, you know, after we get ATL developed, then we'll be able to transport, or we'll be able to export our program into our sister cities like New York, like Miami, like Houston, and the Carolinas as well. So stay tuned. Like I said, Richfield, we building. We are building. Do I indulge in online stock trading? Yes, I do. And we'll also have, for my day traders and my online stock traders and my Forex traders, you'll also have a workspace available so we could get to the bag and whatnot. I'm actually in the process of a 4:44 a.m. podcast. 4:44 a.m. podcast. Because in this new world that we live in, or this new sped up dimension that we're in, you can't really claim that you have a hold of your day if you're not up at least by 4. Like if you wake up after that, you're playing catch up. And it's to my understanding, based off of the meditations and the downloads, that really a lot of the energy and a lot of the benefit and a lot of the quote unquote proof of this new reality that we're all being ushered into, rather this new energy, right? Because I don't want people to get spooked out like we're in a whole new reality. But a 4 a.m. is a new timeline, right? It's a timeline that if you, because when you wake up, you're waking up on a timeline. So if you wake up at noon, you're not on the 4 a.m. timeline that a 4 a.m. person is on. They're on a different timeline and they have an advantage over you, hands down. That early bird get the worm shit, you know, it sounds cute, but nigga, it has truth and merit to it. The person who gets up at 4 a.m. is on a different timeline than you are on, just based off of their experiences. So at 4:15, they got on Instagram and saw an offer for a product or a service that they were able to get that by 8 a.m. they benefited off of. You were still sleeping. They are in pursuit of their godhood or their God gene decoded or their God power, right? Because 4 a.m. is when everything is basically subdued. 4 a.m. is when everything is basically what is known as leveled, right? Imagine jumping jump rope and the shit looks volatile like the stock market and you trying to jump into that energy. No, you get in when it's neutral. Try getting on the fucking train when it's moving. 4 a.m. is when the train is at the track. So niggas is waking up and they doing New Delhi type shit. They doing the shit that they doing in India. You niggas is riding on the side of the train. Talking about you God and whatnot, and you got body and wonder why you moving like an 85er and you attract the 85ers and you only around 85er shit. Your timeline is a fucking cesspool of nigga shit because 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and 12 a.m. is nigga traffic. You understand? That's nigga rush hour. So you waking up in the nigga rush hour inside of a nigga timeline, a septic fucking by 12 a.m., by 11 a.m. They already killed 500 people in Gaza, right? So imagine waking up to run a race, a marathon, and a nigga from Kenya woke up at 4 a.m. and he got busy, and you woke up at 10 and you got in the race, and you trying to convince me that you win in the race, and I need to listen to you, and I need to trust you, and you got this shit figured out. I don't think so. I don't think so. That's a non-focused mind. And I'm saying all of that, and I'm not a 4 a.m. nigga. Sure. I'm able to do what the fuck I'm doing by being a 10 a.m. nigga. But Rich Phil took over. Rich Phil has taken the fuck, he's taking the reins, you know what I mean? He's now the CEO. Rich Phil is in the driver's seat, and Rich Phil gave me a new regimen, and he said, if you gonna fuck with me, nigga, you're getting up at 4 a.m. And to prove that you're getting up at 4 a.m., you're going to show the world that you're up because you're doing a podcast. And I said, damn, you really about this fucking paper, huh? And he said, yes. So what are you willing to give up to gain? Everybody with their hands out. What can you do for me? What have you done for me? What can I eat off of Red Pill today? What cloth can I steal from this nigga? These niggas is running with my cloth, and it looked like the shit that they in LA doing with the flash mobs. How about that? Every Monday and Thursday, that's niggas running with Red Pill's cloth. I'm a booster. I'm an ex-booster that gets boosted from these days, nigga. I'm Boost Mobile. Cause I'm the Boost Adidas, nigga. Cause I'm out here giving away cloth. And niggas is stealing that shit and running off. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say they run off, because if you don't steal it, you buy it. You pay for it. Fair exchange, no robbery. And it's like, oh, okay. But niggas sit at the table and eat. They don't even pay for the meal, fam. Fuck leaving a tip. They running on a meal. That's Rich Phil talking to you niggas. They running on the meal, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck. He was like, you can't sit with these niggas anymore. Fuck that Red Pill nigga. Yo, he fired that nigga. Red Pill got fired like Sam Altman. I didn't want to say it like that, but he got fired on my birthday, nigga. Rich Phil ran he ran the numbers and the cash apps and everything and was like, nah, these niggas, they don't even pay for the meal. You running a bad business. And he fired him. So now you can't even sit at these tables. You got to pay for your meal before you even walk in. This shit is like Uber, nigga. You got to pay before you sit. How about that? Call it the Great Reset. You know what I'm talking about? Call it the Great Reset. So yeah, man, you know, shit is up. You know what I'm talking about? And it's fucking stuck, man. The world is at war right now, and we at peace. You know what I mean? Because if you know what you're seeing, you will wake up every day with gratitude. You will wake up every day and give thanks. You will wake up every day to your ancestor altar of the master teachers and say, yo, I see you. I put it in that work. Keep it up the good work. Here's a banana. Here's some water. Here's a candle. You know what I'm talking about? Here's some fucking candy, my niggas. Here's some rum. You know, here's some Casamigos. Here's some Deleon. Here, Black Rob. Here, Kim Porter. Here, let me keep feeding you. You're doing great. Keep exposing shit. Because a lot of the shit that's going on right now is coming from the other side. I got to do a live with Brother Oba. He's the truth. Hands down, when it comes to this shit, I know no one else in this community that I could stand next to and say he's the truth when it comes to this. So I don't shop at Walmart, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas got footage of me and Neiman's in the 90s, bro. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I shop. So all of the people in my network, yeah, we high fashion, we luxury. We designer. So no disrespect to them niggas with that Walmart consciousness, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't talking to them. I'm going to Neiman's. I'm going to go talk to Oba. You know? Oba. Yeah. The God. So before I get out of here, if y'all want that link, Rich Phil, sign up to the Patreon. Don't feel no pressure. Don't feel like I'm leaning on you niggas. I'm going to put the Patreon in the YouTube. Y'all just sign straight up there. Y'all don't need the link. Don't sign up to that shit for free. Just come to the club. Be a member. You know what I'm talking about? Be a member. You know, don't be scared. Don't be intimidated. You know what I mean? You know, it's that tofu turkey that got us like this. You know what I'm saying? It's that tofu turkey that got niggas and living in fear and shit like that. It's the motherfucking That nutritional yeast. It's that soy, you know? We got to break out of that. Let's get trust in one another. Let's stop being in fear, you know, because we got to build some shit up and we have to have cohesiveness in the process. Nobody is asking you for no fucking money. Nobody is asking you for your birth certificate. Nobody is asking you for a DNA sample. Nobody is asking you for your socials. You know what I mean? Nobody is asking you for to renounce the government. Simple stuff. Sign up to Patreon, be a member, come and get this information for free, and be a member, be a quality a paid member, and get the quality shit. You know what I mean? Get access. It's called access, right? I gotta pay my employees, right? I also have to pay the people that I'm contracting with. I'm running a business, right? I don't have friends in this. I have colleagues. And I take care of my colleagues in the same fashion that I expect them to take care of me. So I bring them opportunities and I want them to bring me opportunities as well. If I'm ever, because opportunities are always welcomed. I'm never above an opportunity, and I'm not an opportunist, right? But I know that my network is my net worth, and I'm around wealthy people. I'm around rich folks. I'm around people that got resources. I'm around gods and goddesses. I'm around the cream of the fucking crop of what is called Black America. There's nobody above us. That's who I'm around in my network. So shit, ye are rich. So every morning or every rising, when I open my eyes, I should be inundated with the wealth of my network. So if it's not on that frequency, or if we not talking like that, then you definitely in the wrong room. You know what I'm talking about? It's like walking into the girls' bathroom, nigga, unless you Caitlyn Jenner. You in the wrong room. It's like walking in one of the rooms at a Diddy party, nigga. You in the wrong room. What up, MREC? So if you find yourself in a room like this, and we talking about elevation, and we talking about getting to the collective bag, right? And we talking about building income streams, and we talking about the Facts Initiative, food, art, clothing, technology, shelter, right? If we not talking about that, if that's not resonating with you, oh no, you in the wrong room. You know what I'm talking about? You go in the room number 2, nigga. You go behind another curtain. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm Rich Felipe when I'm overseas. I'm Rich Phil in the States. But when you find me in UK and I'm in Dubai and shit, I'm Rich Felipe. Facts. Yeah, that's who I am. Once the passport gets stamped, Rich Felipe is activated. You can't activate Rich Felipe without a stamp, without a passport stamp. Okay. And then I'm overseas. I'm in Kente, niggas. I'm in tailored Kente. Don't judge me. Y'all about to see some shit that y'all never seen before. Don't judge me. Go along with it, baby. You know what I mean? Go for the fucking ride. I'm taking you niggas on a journey. I'm going to show you how to really do this shit and have fun with it. Dead ass. Dead ass. At this point in the game, with all of the work that's been done, it's just time to lay back and just have fun with it, man. The shit is falling apart like the movie Inception when Leonardo DiCaprio, he was trying to get some neck, my nigga, on the beach with the Becky. I think her name was Gwendolyn. And the buildings was falling and whatnot. And he wasn't even paying attention to it because the man was focused. That's the type of focus that we got to be moving forward, my nigga. We got to be focused. Okay? We got to be focused because shit is going to fall all around you, niggas. Bombs over Baghdad. The world is at war. But the war that the world is at is to put you back in your proper persona and in your proper place. But if you don't show up, nigga, as your proper self, if you don't show up like God, nigga, if you don't claim who the fuck They clearing shit up for you. If you don't say I'm the chosen one and show and prove that shit, because niggas, did he say he was black excellence, nigga, brother love and all of that? He was standing on stage talking about he was black excellence, and niggas was like, that's me. If you don't show and prove, and it's not going to be in the turkey giveaway, nigga. It's not going to be in the turkey handouts. If you can't show and prove that you been in class all of these years and that you are worth something, you got to show it. You got to show it. You can't live it through another person. That's not how we gotta. That's not what the Great Reset is about. Everybody that made it to this level now, you on the floor, you on the dance floor. You got your jersey on. Like, you are definitely in the game. So if you're in the game, then you got to play with the team. And if you don't know what team that you're playing for, then you need to find out what team that you're playing for. But if you're playing on my team, I need to be able to count the heads and whatnot. I need to know who you are, and all of that information is via Patreon. I'm able to get all of that information, your email, and I'm able to talk directly to you. I'm able to look at my head count. Okay, we 1,000 strong. We at 1,000 right now. I want 100,000. There's platforms on Patreon with 100,000, and they do true crime and podcasts, and they don't do half of the shit that we do. So if they're at 100,000, then we could really be at 500,000, because at 500,000, I could shake this shit, and we could shake the pillars of the world every day without stepping on the wrong person's foot. Because motherfuckers is out here stepping, but y'all out here stepping on the wrong people's feet. You know what I mean? This shit is like Sasquatch at the masjid and whatnot. You know, everybody got to take their shoes off, right? You're stepping on everybody's feet. The wrong feet, though. The wrong feet. We got to step on the right feet. And when you step on the right foot, then the motherfucking Goliath is going to jump back, and it will put him in a position to where you can hit that motherfucker dead in a temple and really take this shit down. So if you niggas are not scared about doing good in life, if you're not intimidated by doing something that you ain't did before, and we not dealing with no type of victimhood consciousness, yeah, we're going to find out what your pain point is. Yeah, we're going to find out what you need help in and whatnot, what your weakness is, and we're going to strengthen it. But we're not sticking on no victim shit. We're not doing no pity parties, and we're not talking about woe is me. Them days for that is over, nigga. I did 100,000 hours watching the documentaries on how bad shit is. And then I woke up and AI was here helping out niggas. And then I woke up and the motherfucking digital economy was here helping out niggas. And then I woke up and 3D printing machines was here helping out niggas. And then I woke up and 100 products was being mailed to me every other week just to help niggas. So no, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't subscribe to that reality, nigga. I'm on a different timeline. Nigga, get on my timeline. How about that? Get on my fucking timeline. I don't know none of that shit. I don't know about victimhoods. I don't know about woe is me. I don't know about shit is fucked up. What are you talking about? So I'm just clearing the room and saying, my nigga, if you on that type of time, or you still emoting because of some pain that you went to, if I got on the internet and emoted about the pain that I'm going through, bro, if I got on the fucking internet and just emoted about my issues, my nigga, y'all would fucking, you know what I mean? Y'all would have candlelight vigils. You got to use adversity as an impetus. I could give a fuck about how heavy the weight is, my nigga. Get right, nigga. Get big. Push that shit. You know what I mean? If you looking for a solution, then you found one, right? That's our problem. We solution hoarders. We the thinkers. We the knowers. But we not the doers. In this state of Atlanta, the ATL, the motherfucking ATL, Trap City, Magic City, I'm amongst thinkers and knowers. right? The doers is in the gutter. The doers is in Magic City. The doers is in the fucking streets. They in the trenches. They in the fucking bando, right? They thinking, they knowing, and they doing. But in the spiritual community sometimes, and what is called the conscious community, I don't even know. It's a lot of thinking and it's a lot of knowing. Niggas know everything. Yeah, I know that, son. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. Oh, no, I was there. I was there. Like, niggas know everything. From binging on fucking YouTube and you know, and living vicariously through whoever the fuck they're following. But when it comes to doing, yeah, far and few between. And for the ones that are doers, salute to y'all. Salute to my dude Julius down there at 640 and whatnot. He got the YG movement doing big things. Shout out to Wadada doing big things. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jefferson. Shout out to Secret. Shout out to everybody doing a thing, building, you know, not just thinking, not just prodding, you know, not just hummer stunting, not just lip bumping and whatnot. Building. This motherfucker's a Legoland. You could build anything out here. Don't let nobody tell you no different. The only thing that's stopping Atlanta from going fucking crazy, I'm talking about really crazy, to whereas this turning out wild success stories in this sector is the sector. It's mad fucking fuckery of the pettiest order and degree that I've seen in a very long time. Like, the spiritual warfare out here is on levels that I've never seen, bro. Never ever in my life. You know what I'm talking about? The backstabbing and the motherfucking the niggas getting clicked up and whatnot and all of that you know that basement nigga ticker in the basement ass shit. Yeah, that shit run rampant out here. It's like 10 Atlantas in Atlanta. Matter of fact, it's not one Atlanta. It's literally like 10 Atlantas. So there's people in this thing that they pledge allegiance to other Atlantas. You understand? Okay. Shit different out here, bro. It's a whole talk that we'll have to have one day. It can't be summed up in one live. You know what I mean? And it needs other people to be in attendance. Cause you'll be like, yo, this is red pill hating. Nah, I love Atlanta. Atlanta is the opportunities. I've never seen opportunities like this in the world. I tell people in New York, the land that's available, the resources that people have, all like New York never had that. There's a level of abundance out here that, you know, is unparalleled to anywhere that I've been. I go into buildings and it's Black owned and the shit is elaborate and it's humongous. I go into warehouses. I go into studios. I go into production studios. I go into movie studios. I've been into places that you would never see in New York owned by no Negroes or no Nagas or Neguses. Shit that I did not see in LA. I went to LA looking for a Black utopia, bro. I didn't see that. You know what I mean? I saw the fact that the gang shit was going down, that niggas will never get rich out there because you can't make money when you niggas are at war with each other. That's bad for business. There's no money to be made in LA as long as that gang shit is the dominant culture. Facts. The Mexicans running fucking circles and the white boys is out there cashing out, and other people, the Asians in them is they catching, you know, they putting up big points with wholesale selling all of the wholesale shit coming from China. They dominating film. They're dominating everything in that fucking wholesale district with the Mexicans. They dominate the weed market from the packaging. They selling all of this shit down there. Everything that you need, from the bottles to the jars, anything legal weed related, that should be, y'all Black people should have all of their hands in it, and they should be benefiting off of all of that, right? Then they got the clothing wholesale district because motherfucking the sea is right there with China. They got all of that shit right there in downtown LA. I didn't see niggas down there capitalizing. The sprinkles of us that I saw did not make up for the fact that I know that people in LA is dying over pennies and motherfucking bullshit. They need to tap in to what Nipsey was trying to tap them into. I'm not fucking with them. They did not hold up the bargain. What Nipsey would have told, he was trying to turn LA into a merchandising capital. He was trying to turn LA into a crypto hub for melanated gangbangers. He was trying to turn LA into what the fuck they stopped it from turning into. Y'all don't know y'all potential out there. That's a very heavy artistic, rich community. They have a lot of creatives, a lot of makers. Like, it's so sad. My spirit was crying because you could feel the lost angels out there. I'm so in tune. I didn't have to go to the hood and shit. I just walked through Skid Row and I walked through fucking downtown and I felt and the day before I got there, somebody got killed in a drive-by right there. I felt all of the lost angel energy in that place, in my spirit, in my soul, and it registered. And I was feeling like, man, that's fucking crazy. Somebody got to turn this around, because the whole downtown, Little Tokyo, all of that is all you could be. I'm talking about, you could make billions of dollars if you know what you're doing. It's all right there in your hands. Even for New York City with the wholesale district, I'm glad that a lot of hood niggas got onto that, because the wholesale district made me millions. It made me millions. It was my little China. It was my little China. It was like, yo, it was the best thing that could ever happen to me. If I didn't have the wholesale district, I probably would never be in New York that long. I would have no reason to be in New York, because it has nothing to offer me. If you live somewhere and you don't have a wholesale district where you could buy goods wholesale, then you missing out on opportunities to be an entrepreneur and your own boss, from your grandparents' age all the way down to a goddamn 3-year-old. They can find some shit to sell and monetize. People used to come on bus trips from the fucking deep south to New York City's wholesale district with empty suitcases and fill them bitches up and come back. Yeah, and a garment district as well. And to come back and to their city and whatnot and fucking become the ice cream man. So if you don't have a wholesale district in your city, you should become that man or that woman. You should really become that. If you don't have a garment district, you should make one. Fuck sitting around being in sorrow because you don't got one and becoming envious or jealous that somebody else has one. No, you say millionaires and billionaires, they give birth when they fill voids, right? When you fill a void, you become a fucking if that's what you're chasing. You fill a void. So if you live in these towns or these cities and that void is there, my genius, then fill it. Get your credit up and fill it. Shit is not hard. And you have the blueprint, because there's 100-year-old businesses and quote unquote institutions that have been doing this shit. And you could just get the data by using ChatGPT and AI. You don't even got to email them or call them. You could get all of their data right now with AI, bro. Come on, man. This shit is too easy. This shit is too easy. You could bring solutions to your community that will beautify your community. When you bring a wholesale district to a killing field, when you bring a wholesale district to a poverty-stricken killing field, when you bring a wholesale district to a drug-infested killing field, when you bring a wholesale district to a food desert, when you bring a wholesale district to a motherfucking ghetto, you bring opportunities, because the youth can now become clothes designers. The youth become quote unquote creative and inventive. The youth know what to do. They're on the internet. They don't need you to tell them what to do. They on TikTok, they on the gram, they following Cool Key. They seeing all of the movements of independent clothes designer. They know who Justin P is. All they need is the quote unquote physical inventory to be there at wholesale. I'll show you how to do it. You go to China and you open up deals with the factories. You go to Africa, you open up deals. You go to Pakistan or you go to Vietnam. There you go. You open up an import-export business and you set it up, or you could go on Alibaba and do that shit right from America. And then you set it up, you send over $5,000, $500. Shit, you could be a fucking miser and send over $50, right? And then see what happens as you build it up from a little storefront, because all it takes is $5,000 all the way up from $1,500 to $5,000 to open up a flea market store, or to open up any type of door in any one of these small cities or these towns and whatnot. There's flea markets, there's quote unquote malls and whatnot. There are swap meets, and there's opportunities for you to do shit outside in a motherfucking in a marketplace underneath a tent. So you start small, you get your cards, you get your flyers, you get your stand-up banner, and then you build that bitch out, and then you go online and you go live. You get the Google, you get the Meta glasses for $300, and you go live every single time that you are in business, and you build your business up like that. And then you go TikTok, you pay somebody to get you lit on TikTok, you pay somebody to get you lit on Facebook, you pay somebody to get you lit on IG, and then you out of here. Rich Phil talking to you niggas, man. Look, man, I'm out of here, y'all. Blue Pill is tonight on Patreon. He's going to be giving you the third installment of Ancestral Intelligence. Third Eye Thursdays is coming up. I think that's going to be the great fall. We're going to talk about Diddy and the rest of the music industry. And then on Sunday, I'm going to be giving you the AI 40 AIs in a Mule Masterclass on Patreon. That's also class 3. And then on Melanin Mondays, we're going to be doing a live show. We're going to be coming to you from the ATL. I'll send you the RSVP links for that. You could watch it on live stream, or you could be there live, and we'll announce who the special guest is as early as tonight. With that being said, love and light to the family. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all stay dangerous. Once again, hit Red Pill, hit Rich Phil, if you want to get the links for everything that's going on, and you could tap into our Patreon membership. Peace. All right, so for y'all in YouTube land, this is my backup page. This is our backup page. Make sure you sign up to my backup page. Make sure you become a subscriber. Let everybody know that this is the backup page. We're going to build this page out. We still have the majority of our inventory. However, for propriety reasons, and just for the fact that we don't want to deal with these people and, you know, them disrespecting our priceless propriety, we're going to have that housed somewhere else. Okay. But we do have all of these quote unquote titles for your viewership, right? We have our archives, so that's nothing to worry about. Okay. Nothing to worry about. What else? Join the Patreon though, right? Like I say, this is the backup channel. You get to get some of the things in real time, and sometimes you get it late and whatnot. But we doing everything in real time via the Patreon, and it's free, right? No burden on anybody. We don't even need you. Just sign up to that shit and rock out. You get free information. You're in a community. You get to mix and mingle in a network. You get to know when everything is going on. You keep a tab on what we got going on. Okay. You know what we got going on. Okay. So with that being said, I think that my job here is done for now. I got some things that I need to do, some more meetings that I need to get in. Rich Phil is working. Okay. And yeah, I hope y'all working too. I hope I inspire somebody to get up and just put in some fucking work. You know what I mean? And just like, just go for it. Just go for it, because at the end of the day, right? Why not? At the end of the day, you don't have no other choice. At the end of the day, I'm here to let you know, when I decided to go for it, that's when everything changed for me. You know what I mean? There was days where I was waiting for the world to end because I didn't want to do anything anymore. You know what I mean? I went through shit like that. There was days where I was like, well, nah, son said the world was gonna end. I'm not gonna pay my rent. Like, we good. Like, I was just I needed the world to end because my shit was late, right? I know what that feels like. I've been there, right? I've been there. But guess what? That ain't it. You know, we got bigger and better things to do, y'all. We got options, yo. This is really like low key. This is a great fucking opportunity and a time for us to collectively, not individually. I'm not coming on this show to show off everything that I got and what y'all help purchase for me. You know, I'm not, that's not the message in the conversation is one of what? Is one of a collection, a network effect, right? That when we do this shit as a collective, we are going to see more results faster, right? I ain't in no rush. I ain't in no rush. But I'm also not about wasting no time. I'm not about wasting my time. I'm not about wasting your time. And I'm not about wasting the quality time that I could spend with my children. So the best thing that we could do after pondering this shit and meditating on it for a very long time is that we could commit ourselves to being wealthy. And don't be intimidated by the word wealth if you come up in what is known as a poor background or a poor family, because at the end of the day, ye are wealthy. Ye are wealthy. You know, there's an explosion in New York City. It's shit going down for real, for real, for real. So like I said, as things begin to ramp up because they're just getting started, what we can do is we could build a strong foundation. And how that strong foundation will be built is we got to come together collectively, right? And we got to build some shit. We got to come collectively and we just got to build something. And it don't have to, it's not rocket science, and it don't got to take, it just has to take commitment, man. But that's what we need, because once we get a foundation, then we could start having this conversation about, yo, let's go ahead and invest in this. Yo, let's go ahead and buy this. Yo, let's purchase this company and go ahead, build it up and then resell it. Yo, I got a genius in my network and he needs some funding because he has $1 billion idea. Let's go ahead and do a Shark Tank. Let's do a live with this person. Let's become angel investors. Let's start this whole hedge fund. You feel me? I got a black bank. I know a lot of people are not into quote unquote banks, and I know there's a lot of people that are into Web3. But I know that I have, based off of the demographics and whatnot of my following, I have a lot of elderly and I have a lot of people that are suspicious of Web3. Well, I have a black bank that has been in business for 60 years out of Houston, Texas, with a black CEO and whatnot. And I've been having meetings with them about doing stuff for the homeless and doing stuff for people that are at need in Atlanta. And then a conversation came about my community. And they was like, yo, is your community banking with a black bank? And I was like, you know what? I have no idea. I'd never asked them and whatnot. So I don't know if they still with JP Morgan. I don't know if they with their open oppressors. I don't know if they with the banks that help to finance slavery and insured the slaves and whatnot. I don't know if they're tied in with the banks that's tied in with Is It Real? I don't know if they are giving all of their life earnings and savings and direct deposits to the same people that were with child trafficking and cocaine dealing and whatnot. I don't know, because I'm not intrusive like that. And I'm not asking people about their banks and whatnot. So with the banker, the sister, the branch manager in Atlanta, beautiful sister, by the way, who I'm going to do a Zoom with so I can introduce her to my network, right? What she said to me was, She was like, well, why don't we get all of them over here to this Black-owned bank so we can offer them some loans because we're required by law to give out loans. My goodness. Come on, fam. So I said to her without smirking and whatnot, I kept on my poker face and whatnot. I was like, I'll see. We'll see what we could do with that. And then I immediately got on Chat GPT when I left the meeting and I began to do my research on this company. Because if you don't know, Chat GPT is one of the best tools that you can use. It eclipses Google by decades in terms of the information that it, quote unquote, is giving out. Okay? It's giving out big information, right? It's giving out big information. It's giving out data, rich data that you probably can't get nowhere else. Okay? But yeah, man, it's definitely up and it's stuck. I don't want nobody to walk around feeling, hopefully I can bring you a word of advice, and I could bring you some type of words of quote unquote, upliftment. And as you sit at that table tomorrow, or if you sit in the crib alone tomorrow and you refuse to eat and you don't eat nothing, right? And you don't sit with your family and you sit this one out and you boycott this shit and you say, nah, I'm taking my power back. I'm good. I could miss a meal. I'll see y'all tomorrow on Black Friday. If that's you, then I'm just here to inspire you. I want to give you a battery in your back. No, pause. You know what I'm saying? I want to charge you up like the Tesla. Pause. You know what I'm talking about? I just want to give you some support, because we all need it in this fight. We all need it in this upward battle that we in and whatnot. But I'm definitely here to bring you some good motherfucking news, and not none of that depressing shit. Not none of that shit that have you feeling like you just want to drown in Pornhub. Not none of that shit to make you pick up the motherfucking Fetty and whatnot. Not none of that shit to make you want to escape this planet and jump off the timeline. Nah, not that. The shit that I'm bringing is corny. It's considered to be, corny and, and you know what I mean? And like, you know, all of that. But nah, this shit is sauce. You know what I'm talking about? We bringing the sauce. We bringing real solutions. And as my network grows, then the influence and also the opportunities grow. So if you are a part of the winning team, if you consider to be a part of the winning team, then go ahead and be a part of this Patreon. Get on the team, because that's where the team is forming at. We're going to open up the Discord sometime in December. So we'll have a community where we'll be able to converse and engage every single day, 24 hours a day. So the Discord will never close. It will have an online community. So we're building that back up. We're building that back up. You dig? So come and join us. You know what I mean? I'm back on the YouTube. They can't stop the motherfucking rain. You know what I'm talking about? They can't stop what we have to offer. You know what I mean? They can't silence us, right? They can't censor us. They can't intimidate us. They can't scare us. They can't shame us. Do you know that they took our channel over what they call medical misinformation, nigga? And all we've been doing was helping to heal people. And we got all of the receipts that we were helping to heal people over 15 years. My channel was up for 15 years. We were the longest running YouTube channel in consciousness on YouTube, right? Because Black Magic got taken down multiple times. And Black Magic 363, when they were UGR, I believe we started before them. So this platform is literally a lifesaver, right? And the value that this platform has given its community, we're going to make Google pay us for that, right? We're going to make them pay us that and then some. So that's the update. Richfield signing out. You know, y'all niggas stay dangerous. You know what I mean? Be a part of the network, be a part of these master classes, be a part of what we have to offer, and grow with us. You know what I mean? So you don't, what happened to Roy's Red Pill? Nigga, I'm right in your face. Like, grow with us. You know what I mean? Be able to receive. Because if you don't grow with us, then we risk the possibility of being misunderstood by you. You know what I mean? We risk the possibility of you seeing us really putting on and you like, damn, yo, them niggas did this shit without me. Damn, yo, them niggas is acting too happy, yo. You know what I mean? Like shit like that happens when people don't be you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, right? Come and rock with your people. Melanin Mondays. I want to see y'all in the building. If you in Atlanta, show up, man. Don't hit my inbox the day after it. After we post the clips, the shit was lit. That you fell asleep and whatnot. The doors is open at 6, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? The doors is open up at 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we niggas get an early sleep, but come on now. All right. So with that being said, peace.